Hi students, welcome back to my YouTube class. In the last class we have discussed necessary condition for the convergence of a series of positive terms. That is, if a series summation an is convergent, then limit an as n tends to infinity equals 0. Here summation an is convergent. If it is convergent, then no doubt limit of an as n tends to infinity is 0, but the converse is not true. We have proved this in the last class. Okay, now following are the consequences of that theorem. That is, first one, if summation an is convergent implies limit an as n tends to infinity equals 0. Second one, suppose limit an as n tends to infinity equals 0, then summation an may be convergent or may not be convergent. Third one, if limit an as n tends to infinity is not equal to 0 implies summation an is convergent if summation an is series of positive terms. Okay, then limit an as n tends to infinity is non-zero implies summation an is divergent. Here it is non-zero implies summation an is convergent, but if the series is a series of positive terms, then if the series is a series of positive terms and limit an as n tends to infinity is not 0, then no doubt summation an is divergent. Okay, next theorem. The nature of the series is not altered by the multiplication of all the terms of the series by the same non-zero constants C. Next theorem. If summation an and summation bn are two series which converges to L and M respectively, then the series summation of an plus or minus bn converges to L plus or minus M. Next theorem, the nature of a series is not altered by adding a finite number of terms to the series or by removing finite number of terms from the series. If you add some terms to the series or if you remove some terms of a series, then the nature of the series does not alter. The nature of the series will be remains same. Okay, next, Cauchy's criteria for the convergence of an infinite series. Cauchy's general principle of convergence. A necessary and sufficient condition for the series summation an to be convergent is that given epsilon greater than 0, however small, there exists a positive integer m such that modulus of Sn plus p minus Sn less than epsilon for all n and n greater than or equals m, and for all positive integers p where Sn plus p and Sn are the n plus pth and nth partial sums. For example, the series summation xn tends from 0 to infinity can be written as if x is 0, x power 0 is 1, x power 1, x power 2 and so on up to x power n minus 1 and so on. This is called geometric series. Okay, theorem. The geometric series summation x power n tends from 0 to infinity converges if mod x less than 1, nothing but x lies between minus 1 and 1. Diverges if x greater than or equals 1. Oscillates if x less than or equals minus 1. This is very important. First take Sn equals summation xn, that is Sn equals 1 plus x square and so on x power n minus 1. First case, suppose mod x less than 1, that is x lies between minus 1 and 1. Sn can be, sum of n terms can be written as a into 1 minus r power n divided by 1 minus r. This is the summation of n terms of geometric progression. Here a is 1, r is x. This is GP. A is first term, r is x. 1 minus x power n divided by 1 minus x. A value 1. Limit. Take limit on both sides. Limit of 1 minus x power n by 1 minus x. 1 minus. Limit of x power n as n tends to infinity is 0 because here mod x is less than 1. We know this result. So, limit of this is 0. 1 minus x. That is 1 divided by 1 minus x. Therefore, summation x power n tends from 0 to infinity is converges if mod x less than 1. Second case, let x greater than or equals 1. That is, if x equals 1, then the series becomes 1 plus x square and so on, x power n minus 1 becomes 1 plus 1 plus 1 so on 1 n times. Therefore, summation equals n. Now take the limit on both sides. Limit Sn as n tends to infinity equals limit n tends to infinity. Limit of n as n tends to infinity is infinity. Therefore, summation x power n is divergent if x equals 1. Okay, next case. If x greater than 1. This is third case. Sorry, in the second case, this is for x equals 1. Now we have to check x greater than 1. X greater than 1. Sn equals 1 plus x square and so on, x power n minus 1. Okay. Sn equals a into r power n minus 1 divided by r minus 1. Sum of n terms. Here x is greater than 1. So this formula. If r is greater than 1, we should apply this formula. If r is less than 1, a into 1 minus r power n divided by 1 minus r. We know that already. Now xn equals a value 1, r is x power n minus 1 divided by x minus 1. Limit Sn as n tends to infinity equals limit x power n minus 1 divided by x minus 1. Here limit x power n as n tends to infinity is infinity if x greater than 1. Here x is greater than 1. Therefore, limit of this becomes infinity. Infinity minus 1 is again infinity. Infinity minus x minus infinity divided by x minus 1 is infinity. Therefore, summation x power n tends from 0 to infinity is divergent if x greater than 1. Okay, third case. Let x less than or equals minus 1. Here we have two subcases, x equals minus 1 and x less than minus 1. If x equals minus 1, then the series is 1 plus x square and so on. If x equals minus 1, 1, minus 1, minus 1 square is 1, minus 1 cube is minus 1 and so on. The value is either 1 or 0. If you take first term, S1 is 1. If you take first two terms, 0. First three terms, value is 1. First four terms, value is 0. According to as n is odd number or even number. Therefore, limit Sn as n tends to infinity equals 1 or 0. Therefore, sequence Sn oscillates between two finite values 1 and 0. Therefore, summation x power n oscillates finitely. Okay, subcase B. If x less than minus 1, maybe x equals minus r where r is a positive number. Sn equals 1 plus x square and so on, x power n minus 1. Here replace x by minus r. Okay, this is also GP. Therefore, Sn equals a value 1, 1 minus r power n. R is minus r whole power n divided by 1 minus r. R value minus 1. Minus plus 1 plus r. 1 minus 1 power n into r power n. Now apply the limit on both sides. Limit here n tends to infinity. Here r is greater than 1. R is greater than 1. Therefore, limit of Rn as n tends to infinity is infinity. Therefore, this value becomes 1 minus infinity is again infinity. Therefore, limit Sn as n tends to infinity is infinity or minus infinity, according as n is odd or even number. Therefore, summation x power n as n runs from 0 to infinity oscillates infinitely if x less than minus 1.